Over the next few slides, we're going to go through where the industry is and where is it going and look at some real perspective into it. So for those of us who think, when is the good old days coming back, I suggest you take 2 gallons of coffee, wake up, and realize that they ain't not going to come back. Some interesting more factors. Hail riding, which is Uber, Lyft, Careem, last year was worth $80 billion. It's growing at 150% per annum. By 2028, most of deliveries will be done by drones. So for the likes of DHL, FedEx, etc., those of us who sell vans, that will vanish because there'll be no need for that kind of fleet. Okay? By 2040, 80% of cars will be autonomous vehicles or electric vehicles. And by 2050, most people will not buy a car. It is estimated that only 5% of people who own cars today will be 5%. The rest will be different verticals, and we'll go through it. Now, the industry is going something what we call ACEs, or Mercedes-Benz call it CASE, other manufacturers called SECA, and that falls into autonomous vehicles, connected, electric, and shared mobility. We've worked out there are going to be 4 trends. We've worked with, we gathered information from McKinsey, Harvard, SMMT, the Society of Motor Manufacturers Trading, motor manufacturers in the UK, ECA, which is the European. We've also worked with some Asian. The list, the sources that you're going to see here is about 20 sources, and there are 4 trends we've come up with. The first one is the big data and machine learning. The amount of data those vehicles are going to generate is amazing. They will collect data about your cognitive state, which is what kind of mood you're in. They will collect data about your blood pressure, your sugar level. They will collect data about where do you go, who do you go with, what do you do, what kind of journeys you spend, all that kind of stuff. Very so. Well, it depends. Yeah. Okay. In there, to monetize the data, you've got 5 revenues. The people or the software companies that generate the data, which is effectively the in-car sensors, the transmitters, where you transmit the data to a secure server, the manipulators, which is aggregating all this data and profiling you, then the developers who are designing and putting together apps for cabin entertainment, because you're not going to drive. You don't need to drive. There'll be no steering wheel. There'll be no pedals. So what are you going to do? Yes, you'll be able to work for a while, but also you need to be entertained. Children need to be entertained. And the last one is the provider, marketing the services offered to both business to consumer. So if they know you go shopping on a daily basis, then obviously they'll advise you, they'll show you all the adverts about the shopping and Dubai Festival shopping, etc. So it'll be very targeted like Google. It's about the data and it's about the connection. The autonomous vehicle technology they've got, the electric vehicle technology they've got, it's not about that, okay? And they're not interested, well, they are interested in that, but what allows them to collect the data is the autonomous vehicle. So it's almost a vehicle to get them what they want.